first of all, what is human capital and what are the sources, like how you can convert a human to a human capital. So first, you can educate that person. Second, you can do expenditure on his health. Third, you can give him on-job training so that his skills can be improved. You can spend money on migration. Migration is, for example, oh, I'm a doctor here, but over here I'm not getting good salary. But in some other country, I'm getting good salary, so I will migrate there. But migrating is not an easy task. You have to spend a lot of money, in your rent and transport and everything. So over there, if you will do, of course, you can provide the things. Then, for example, if any profession you are choosing, you should be first take information. You should collect the information that, okay, which profession will be paying you the highest. Only then you can invest over there. So these are the few points which will be contributing to the human capital formation. Okay. Now the question is, ma'am, what is human capital and what is human development? Human capital is basically, for example, I am investing in your education and you become a doctor, right? The moment you will start earning, that will be human capital. Okay. But human development is, for example, right now from 1st to 12th, you are getting the education, but you are not earning anything, right? You are in 12th standard, so are you earning? No, right? But still, that's a human development, because for every phase, for every year, you learned something and there was an addition in your skill, right? But there is a human development, but not a human capital. Human capital is basically when there will be the production from your end, like production in the sense you will start earning. Okay, so let's just discuss that. So the thing is, ma'am, what is the difference between human capital and human development? So human capital consider education and health as the means to increase labor productivity. So human capital is saying that if you will invest in capital, if you will invest in education and health, only then you can form human capital, right? For example, this is a normal human being. If I will not teach him, if I will not educate him, then no, there are no chances that he'll be converted into human capital. Okay. Then human development is based on the idea that education and health are integral to human well-being, because only when people have ability to read and write, the ability to lead a long and healthy life, they will be able to work, make other choices they made. So for example, over here, they are not saying that because productivity is increasing. For example, this is a normal human being. He never went to school, but this is a human being who went to school. Now he has completed his 12th. Okay. So now he can make basic choice. What is right, what is wrong. He know the difference between right and wrong. So that is a human development, right? But he is not earning, that means he is not a human capital. Okay. Then human capital treats human being as means to an end. Means you are something, you are a source, basically, right? In this view, any investment in education and health is unproductive if it does not enhance output of the goods and services. So for example, I educated you, right? But you were unable to get a job. So it is an unproductive thing, right? Because you were unable to earn money because you didn't become any doctor. Though I gave you education, not everyone who is doing MBBS will become doctor, right? So according to human capital, if you are not earning, right, if you are not providing any source for output and goods and services, then your, like, whatever money I spend it on you, you are very unproductive, right? But here, so they are treating humans as an end means something, a means, right? But in human capital perspective, human development perspective, human beings are ends in themselves, right? So over here, you are not a source. You are not a means to an end. You are end in themselves. Like you are learning. You are coming to school for yourself, not for somebody else, right? So in such view, every individual has a right to get basic education and basic healthcare. That is, very individual has a right to be literate and lead a healthy life. So over here, what human development thing? Over here, you are saying that if you are not earning, you are unproductive, right? But over here, is saying that everyone has the basic. Everyone should go to school, no matter whether they'll become a doctor or not. Everyone who is going to school, they'll become doctor, engineer, or CA, right? But according to human development demands that if you want to develop a human being, he should get the basic education. Basic education is the elementary schools and all that, and basic healthcare, like a good sanitation property, then good healthcare services, like this. Okay, so this is the difference between your human capital and human development. So what you will write hashtag human capital and human development. Okay, and then over here, of course, it's not possible for you to make a differentiation. So first you will write human capital, first point, and the second point. Second point has two parts till here, and then the second, right? And human cap development, first entire paragraph, and after that from here to here and from here to here. Clear? So instead of making a difference, you can first write human capital, all the 2 points, and after that human development, 2 points. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can write it down. Done, students?
One second, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, done.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Everyone is done, right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now moving to next thing, ma'am. See, as I already discussed in the first, like when we were starting the lecture, that physical is basically, for example, I bought this printing machine, right? Now, what I will do with the help of this printing machine, I will be printing books and then I'll be selling it, right? So this is physical capital, right? Because now human being is not earning this because of this machine you are earning, right? So this is physical. But for example, this is a person, he is a doctor, he is earning by treating the people, so he is human capital. So let's just check the difference between human capital and physical capital. So first of all, physical capital such as machine is tangible. Tangible is basically you can easily sell them in the market like any other commodity, right? You have the printing machine, you don't want this machine now, you easily sell it out, right? But human capital is intangible, means you cannot sell them in the market, right? Only the services of human capital can be sold, not the entire human being. You cannot sell a doctor in the market, right? Not a teacher in the market that, okay, take it, he is a doctor, you are going to sell it. No, you can only sell his services, right? Then the physical capital is separable from its owner. This is the machine. The owner is different and the machine is different, right? But human capital is inseparable. I am the doctor and I am the owner itself, right? Then physical capital is completely mobile. Mobile means between the country, like there are few restrictions on few products, but easily you can send gifts from one place to another, you can receive it, right? But for human capital, it is not perfectly mobile. You need a visa, the passport, and everything in order to send a person from this place to that place. And if you are a doctor, if you want to go to some other country, then there are some restriction which you need to follow. So this is perfectly mobile, easily you can, but this is mobile but not perfectly. You have to follow some formalities, only then you can transfer it. Then continuous use of physical capital leads to depreciation. Depreciation means decrease in the value, right? For example, you are continuously using this machine. After that, maybe after 4 to 5 years, something will went wrong with him, with this machine, and it will stop working, or maybe the value did remain same, right? But in human case, have you seen that if a doctor who is treating the person from 4 5 years, now he is like, oh my god, I cannot treat people, no, right? So over here the product get depreciated. In case of human capital, depreciation takes place with aging, and not by, over here you will add a line, and not by continuous use. not by continuous use. Okay, so over here, for example, I am very young, so of course I can treat so many patients, right? But for example, after 60s, I won't be that capable, right? Because I'm not that much healthy now, or maybe I'm old enough. So I, with aging, my value will fall down, but not with the continuous use. It's not like that today I treated 10 people, tomorrow I'm treating 20, so next day I'm like, oh my god, now I cannot. No, nothing like that. Okay, then physical capital creates only private benefit. Okay, private benefit is over here, but why you bought this machine? Because you wanted to earn money, right? But for this, human capital benefit not only the owner but also the society in general. So for this, for example, this is a doctor, so of course he is treating people, he is getting money. So what he is doing, he is benefiting him as well as the society, right? So this is the difference between physical capital and human capital. So first point, you will write the entire point, second entire, third entire, fourth, continuous use of physical capital leads to depreciation. And here in case of human capital, depreciation takes place, you can just write human capital depreciation takes place with aging and not with continuous use. Okay. And over here, physical capital creates only private benefit, and here, till here, that it's create owner benefit plus the social benefit as well. Okay. So you will write hashtag difference between physical capital and the human capital.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, others done? Pranav,
Yes.
Jaina, okay, Abdul, everyone is done, right? So let's just do the next topic. So, ma'am, what is the next topic? So, next topic is basically the relationship between human capital and economic growth. See, a person who is earning money, right? What he will do? He will contribute to the economy, right? By earning that money, that money will be contributing to national income, right? So what is the relationship between human capital and economic growth? So if your human capital, like the people who are educated and skills, they are more, so that means your economic growth will be more, right? So this is the relationship. So first of all, you're a human capital, but you don't know what is economic growth, right? So economic growth means the increase in real national income of a country. So when more and more people will be earning in your country, they will contribute to national income, and because of that, when your the national income will increase, it will automatically lead to economic growth, right? So this is your economic growth. Now coming to relationship, what is the relationship? So see, investment in human capital contributes to economic growth. So if you will invest more and more money for education and everything, so what will happen? Economic growth will be increasing, right? So this naturally, the contribution of educated person to economic growth is more than that of a illiterate person. A person who is not literate and a person who is literate, of course literate person will be contributing more, right? Why? Because education provide knowledge to understand change in the society, and scientific advancement thus facilitate invention and innovation, right? The people who are educated, what they will be doing, they will be changing the society, like bringing new technologies, right, by innovating and inventions, right? And plus, for example, in my company I have good machines, right? If I'll hire a person who is unskilled, who don't have any skill, so of course he won't be able to use the new technology. But the person who has skills, he can easily adapt to the new technologies, right? So because of this, what will happen? Human capital will increase, and automatically my economic growth will be increasing because everyone will be earning, right? Similarly, if a healthy person could provide uninterrupted labor supply for a longer period of time, then the health is also important factor for economic growth. So for example, a person, these are two doctors, okay, this doctor remains ill, sick and everything, but he is healthy enough. So of course, this person, the skilled person who is healthy, along with skill, healthiness is very much important, because this doctor will be taking sick leaves and everything, so he won't be contributing that much in the economic growth. But this person is healthy, he's skilled as well as healthy, so he will be working for a longer period of time, right? So because of this is the relationship between human capital and economic growth. Clear? So what you will write? You will write like this: hashtag economic relationship between human capital and economic growth. So first the definition of economic growth, and then this. Okay, just don't write economic. First write the definition of economic growth, then write this relationship between human capital and economic growth from here and these 2 points. Clear? Be very, very quick. After this, we have to cover one more topic.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, others done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Done.
Okay. Okay, now we'll be doing, ma'am, what are the problem that human capital is forming? See, every problem has a solution, right? But every economy faces a problem, right? So what are you already know what is human capital formation. So what are the problems? First is high growth rate of population, right? So continuous rise in population has adversely affect the quality of human capital. It has reduced the per capita ability of benefit of the economic growth. Okay, so basically what is happening over here, for example, I have two schools, right? 10 students were going here, 10 students were going here because it was easy. But now I have 200 students, so but only two schools. So again, because of this, because of high growth rate of population, what is given, everyone is not getting the proper benefit of the infrastructure, right? Then migration, loss of resources come of brain drain. Brain drain is basically, for example, you are taking education from particular country, but why people are the country has some expectations that you, if you are taking education here, then of course you will be an important factor for the country, right? But what people are doing, they are taking education from their home country, but they are migrating to somewhere place, that is known as brain drain. Okay, so brain means you are taking brain from like some different place, and brain means you are destroying it somewhere else, right? So it's a serious outcome of migration when educated and skilled manpower moves to other countries to work. Okay, then lack of proper manpower planning. See, there exists an imbalance between the demand for supply and human resources required for different categories of work. Okay, so basically what is happening, we don't have proper manpower. For example, over here, if I need 10 doctors, so I have only 2 doctors, right? So that is lack of proper manpower planning. So you will not write in India, you will write there exists imbalance between the demand for and supply. How many doctors? There is a demand 10 doctors, but what is the supply of doctor? 2 doctors. So this is what. Okay, now next is low level of academic standards. Okay, so education facilities in India have not developed as required for the economic growth, right? So what is happening? For example, if I need a particular person who has particular skills for this particular position, but I'm not getting that. Okay, so there is a, you will write from here, there is a mismatch between the requirement of skills and available academic standards. Okay, this is the result of this is that skill training and expertise obtained by human capital is insufficient to meet the desired standard of economic growth. Getting the point?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. Others?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now next is inefficient system. Inefficient system is basically there is a widespread inefficiency in arranging on the job and off the job training program. There's no, it's not working efficiently. Then utilizing scarce resources means, see, every country don't have sufficient resources, they have scarce, means they have less resources, right? So people are not utilizing those scarce resources. Okay, then providing proper healthcare facilities are not being given to him, like the country. Then erading widespread poverty, literacy and unemployment. So the country is basically insufficient in all these things. First of all, job training, then proper resources utilization, third proper healthcare facility, and fourth in removing poverty, illiteracy and unemployment. So in this, country is wicked. Because of this, this is a problem for, if you are not good in all this, then of course you cannot form a good capital, right? Then last is poverty. There's a widespread poverty in India, creating lack of finance and awareness of major problem facing human capital formation. A large proportion of population do not have access to basic health and education facility. Due to their ability to get higher education and maintaining a reasonable standard of health, they are not able to develop themselves as sound of human capital. Okay. So what you will write? You will write this poverty. See, if a person who is poor, he, no matter how healthy he is or something, if he is not getting proper education, he cannot become a human capital, right? But how he will become a human capital? When he will take education and other things, right? But over here, people don't have the basic health and education facility because they are that much poor that they cannot afford the good education, they cannot afford the basic health facilities, right? So because of this, what happening, they can never develop themselves as a human capital. Why? Because they don't have this basic things. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So basically, what are these are the basically problems facing human capital formation. Okay. So this is what. So you will write hashtag problem facing human capital. I have already marked first. You have to write till here. Okay. And second one till here. Third one till here. Fourth one from here to here. Okay. Fifth one from here itself. There is a widespread. And the sixth one, the second one. Okay. Though we are only left with 5 minutes. So what you are going to do, you will just cite the first point. Okay. Just cite hashtag problem facing a human capital formation, and after that you will take the screenshot and you will complete it in your notebook. Okay. Write it down the first point, then I'll ask you to take screenshot.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, students, you can take the screenshot for this. We are running out of time. Okay, I'm just little bit. You can take the screenshot.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. This one.
Done.
Others done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the last point. But make sure that these screenshots should turn into notes, okay? Not on only the screenshots. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, then students will meet in the next class. Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye bye. Take care.
Good evening, Robin. How are you?
Good evening, teacher. I'm fine.
I'll just give you 1 minute, Robin. We'll just start, okay? Today we have to start the triangles chapter, right?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, okay. Just give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay, Robin, you can see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so in today's class, what we will do, we will just cover the theorems, okay?